namaste, and welcome to another power yoga practice. We're going to start standing today. So let's start with our feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips, root down through your heels, then pick up your toes, spread your toes, set them forward. Imagine that there's space between the toes as you set them down. You don't want to grip the mat, but you do want to have a sensation of the space between your toes. Start to draw up on your frontal hip bone. So there's a gentle lift here, tailbone is drawing down. Now see if you can bring weight equally into the fronts of your feet. Drawing up on the arches. We'll feel lift through the body. Hands to your heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Feeling a little length through the back of the neck. Just opening up the space between the very base of your skull and the beginning of your thoracic spine, the spine between the shoulder blades. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, continue to draw the chin in and take your gaze up. So we're looking like we have a little bit of a double chin. And then let your chin come away from your chest, parallel to the floor. Deep inhale here. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, lengthen up. Scoop the air. Exhale, press the palms together back towards the heart center. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more. Inhale up. Reach up. Interlace the fingers. Point the index finger. Keep your pubic bone moving down and your tailbone moving down. So we're long through the lower body. Lift your gaze. Look up towards your fingers, or we're just looking up towards the ceiling. If you're really comfortable, there's a stretch in the throat. One more inhale. Exhale, we're going to look forward, press out on an angle through the palms. So we're reaching out and forward. Keep reaching and reaching through the base of the palms. You're going to feel this in the shoulders. Keep reaching until your fingertips point straight towards the mat. Keep the shoulders dropping down the back. And bring your hands to your heart center. Bring your big toe knuckles together. Separate your heels. Re-lengthen the toes forward, setting them down. Drawing up on the energy from the feet all the way into the crown of the head. A deep inhalation here. Exhale down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, we're going to lengthen forward. You can always bend your knees when you're forward bending. Doesn't matter which forward bend it is. Take your hands to your shins. Inhale, re-lengthen as you lift the shoulders away from the ears. Look down. Exhale, soften, hinging forward, bending the knees if you like. Plant the palms and step back into your upward push-up plank position. Now draw your shoulders away from the ears. Take your chest forward of your upper arms. Imagine that there's a little squeeze between the biceps, not between the elbows. So the elbows keep moving out, the biceps moving towards one another. You should feel that chest working. Deep inhalation here. Exhale, take your chest forward, bend your elbows straight back. Lots of strength here, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Tops of the feet press down. Lift the chest. Draw your frontal hip bones towards one another. Deep inhale. Exhale, roll over the toes and move into your first downward dog. And in this downward dog, if the backs of the legs are tight, keep a soft bend in the knees. Press forward through the base of the palms, taking your sit bones away from your fingertips. As you inhale, come forward off the heels. You're just lifting the hips, coming onto the toes. More weight in the palms. Deep inhale. Exhale, press forward through the palms to lower the heels. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, lower the heels down. Now start to find the sensation of the upper outer arms wrapping in towards the body. So it feels like the shoulder blades are drawing gently away from one another. You're engaging your lats. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels. And final exhalation, looking to the top of your mat, hop or step forward. Inhale, re-lengthen, hands to shins, look down, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold in. Inhale all the way up, reach up, one breath. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, forward, lengthen forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hop or step, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, rolling over the toes. Sink the heels for 3, for 2, and 1. Final exhalation. Looking forward, hop or step. Top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen forward, hands to shins. Exhale, fold in. Inhale all the way up, one breath, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hop or step plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog for 3, for 2, and 1. Looking forward, hop or step, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, fold in. Inhale all the way up, one breath, reach up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, forward, lengthen forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hop or step, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold your down dog. Pick up your left and your right heel. Extend the right leg, point the right toes. Stay off your left heel. Reach those right toes back and hold. Drop on your left thigh. Lift the left knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, tuck your right knee into your chest and step your right foot forward. Bring your left heel down. Take your right elbow to your right knee. Now reach your left fingertips forward. Stay looking down. Feel that long line of energy from your left fingertips to your left heel. Now press your right elbow into your right knee. Start to open your chest towards the left. Think about the left heel moving away from your left fingertips and breathe. Final exhalation, look down at your right big toe. Press that right foot down. Start to reach straight up with the right arm. You're using your right leg. Very strong. Look back at your left leg. Reach for your left leg with your left hand. Feel that left shoulder start to open up. Right fingertips reach straight up. Sink your right hip down. And breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale, draw the rib cage in. Windmill back towards the mat. Fingertips in line with right toes. Lift your left heel up. Draw your chest forward, shoulders back. Plant your left palm to the inside of your right foot. Really ground the palm. Keep drawing your heart center forward. Reach the right arm up and look up. Start to draw your hips back towards your left heel. Exhale, big transition here. Look down, step your right leg back. Stack the legs or bring your left knee down. Now reach your right fingertips forward. Lift your hip. Final exhalation with control. Roll back into plank. Hold your plank for 5 breaths, or chaturanga for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Coming up off both heels. Stay off the right heel, extend the left leg. Point the toes, reach that leg back and away from you. Press forward through the palms. Final exhalation, tuck your left knee in towards your chest and step forward, top of the mat. Rotate the right heel down and in. So the heels are aligned here. Left knee to your left, left elbow to your left knee. Reach forward with your right fingertips. Feel that line of energy from your right fingertips to your right heel. Deep inhale. Exhale, press that left arm down. We're opening the chest towards the right. Focus on pressing the right heel back and breathe. Now, if you're feeling comfortable, you can always look up when the arm's extended, just past the upper arm. Inhale, and as you exhale, look down towards that left leg. Strong left leg. Press it down into the floor. Start to come to standing. Reach the left arm up. Look towards your right leg. Reach for the back of your right leg. Start to roll that right shoulder open. We're feeling a stretch along the front of the right shoulder. Reach the left fingertips up and breathe. Sink the left hip down. Deep inhale. Exhale, draw the ribcage in. Windmill forward, fingertips in line with the left toes, up off your right heel. Sinking your hips down. Right palm to the inside of your left foot. Press the palm down. Continue to draw your heart center forward. As you reach the left arm up, look up. Draw your hips back towards your right heel. Crown continues to move forward. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Your choice. Stepping back, you can keep the right leg up or bring the knee down. Lift your hip. Left fingertips reaching forward, opening up. Lift your hips. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, roll into plank. Lots of control. Now rotate your fingers just a little more in towards each other. So your thumb is now facing one another. Thumbs are facing each other. Deep inhale as you exhale. Press your palms towards each other. Bend your elbows. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms. Fingertips rotating forward. Press back to your down dog. Take your legs wide this time, walking your feet a little further forward. Now bring your thumb tips together. Press forward through the base of your palms to take your hips back. back in line with shoulders, feet back in line with hips. Soften the bend in your knees, hopper step, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, fold in. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Now reach up into a nice wide V, dropping the shoulders, deep inhale. Exhale, wrap the right arm under the left, bring the palms and forearms together. Lift the elbows. Start to tuck your pubic bone forward, taking your hips back, bringing your elbows towards your kneecaps. Now start to take weight into the fronts of your feet as you lift your hips high. Draw the elbows in towards the belly. Bow your head. Exhale, start to bend the knees again, sliding the elbows towards the kneecap. Lift your chest, keep hooking the pubic bone forward. Lift the elbows. Exhale, straighten both legs at the same time. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlace your fingers. Exhale, lengthen, draw the inner thighs down towards the mat. Inhaling, exhale, let's lean to the left. Back to center. Exhale, lengthen forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hopper step into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And from here, palms are planted up off your left heel. Extend the right leg. Start to bend the right knee. Start to sink your left heel, look under your right armpit. Options for some of us, if that right leg feels comfortable, step it all the way back and behind you. Lift your hips high, reach your right arm towards the front of the room and breathe. Wherever you are, tuck the navel and rotate, come back into your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. For 2. And 1. Looking forward, hopper step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, fold in. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach wide with the arms. Exhale, wrap the left arm under the right, forearms and palms coming together. So left arm under right, pubic bone tucks forward, sink the hips back. Elbows start to move towards the kneecaps. We're coming into a forward bend. Inhale here. Exhale, weight into the toes, into the balls of your feet. Lift your hips, draw the elbows in and breathe. One more exhalation. Now bending the knees, slide your elbows forward towards those kneecaps. Keep your hips dropped, pubic bone moving forward. Lift the elbows and hold. Exhale, use both legs, pressing them to straight. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Interlace your fingers, inner thighs moving down. Exhale, we lean to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, lengthen forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, plant the palms, hopper step into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. And from here, up off your right heel, extend the left leg. Bend the left knee, the right heel starts to sink. We're looking under our left armpit. Continue to hold here. If this feels like enough for you, stay here. Lifting your left knee. If you're comfortable, the left leg may step back to the right side of the mat. Lift your hips high. Reach your left fingertips towards the front of the room and breathe. Wherever you are inhaling, as you exhale, draw the navel in. We're rotating back into our plank. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now inhale your down dog. Exhale chaturanga, nice and slow. Inhale down dog. Exhale chaturanga. If you need to bring your knees down, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. For 4, we're doing 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. Press back, and then come onto your knees. Turn your toes under. Come all the way up. Press out through the palms. Keep pressing your toes down, reaching wide across the front of the body. Take your arms behind you, coming into reverse prayer, or grab your opposite elbow. Now loop the shoulders down and away from the ears. Your knees are moving down, but your thighs are drawing up. Lift your chest. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release those hands. And we're going to come to a seated position with both feet out in front of us. Draw the skin out from under your sit bones, so you're sitting up nice and tall. Reach forward, interlace your fingers. Draw your upper back, shoulder blades separating, and hold. Keep pressing forward through the heels, inner lines of the legs moving forward and away from you. So you feel the inner lines of the legs as you sink back and hold. Little curl in the spine here. We want to keep long in the spine, but engage your core. Next option, release your hands, thumbs to your temples, elbows open wide, and hold. And one more, reach up, palms together, bend the elbows and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up nice and tall. Root the sit bones down. You may have to shift around to get onto the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen up, reach up. Exhale, we're going to reach our left hand towards the outside of our right leg or foot. Now start to use the left arm to lift the right leg. Deep inhale. Exhale, reach the right arm back, and we're opening into a twist. Look back. Press your right heel forward. Doesn't matter if you're holding underside of the knee. Doesn't matter if you're holding the outside of the ankle. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, rotate forward, crossing the right arm over the right knee. So you've crossed your right arm over your left. Bend your right knee. Try to sit up nice and tall. Deep inhale here. Exhale, extend the leg. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, extend the leg. 1 more time. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, extend the leg. And hold. Think about that left leg, left heel pressing forward. Switch the grip of your hands to the underside of your right thigh. Now hug with your belly as you slowly roll onto your back. Keep your fingers interlaced behind the right thigh, pressing the left heel forward. Reach that right heel away from the left. Deep inhale here. Exhale, reach up and back with those fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades off the floor. Reach forward past the right leg. Left leg comes up as well now. Press the left heel forward. Interlace your fingers. You're not touching the back of the right thigh. And for 10 counts, we're going to hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now draw both knees into the chest. Hold the knees. Gently rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back. Crossing the ankles. Hold the backs of your legs. Rock to sitting. Extend your legs. Draw the skin out from underneath your sit bones so you can sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, lengthen forward. Reach the right hand to the outside of your left foot. Now using the strength of your left arm, lift, or right arm, lift the left leg. Reach the left arm back, and we're opening up into a twist. Reach back and look back. Left heel keeps moving forward. Deep inhale here. Exhale, we're rotating forward, crossing the left arm over the right. Bend the knee in towards your chest. We're going to try to sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, maybe straighten the leg a bit, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the leg. So we're just bending the left knee. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final exhalation. Switch the grip of your hands to behind the left thigh. Hold the belly, so keep that sense of contraction in the belly as you slowly start to roll out onto your back. Keep pressing the right heel forward. Left heel presses away from the right, even with the knee slightly bent. Imagine that the heels are moving away from one another. Deep inhale, reach up and back with those fingertips. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades off the mat, reach forward past the leg. Lift the right heel. Hold. Interlace your fingers, but don't touch the back of the left thigh. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees into the chest. Hold the knees. Gently rock from side to side. And shins parallel to the ceiling. Flex out through your heels. Reach your arms up and back, interlacing your fingers. Rest your head in your palms. Elbows are wide. Deep inhale here. Exhale, curl the shoulder blades up off the floor. Now press your head into your palms. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, just tap your heels to the floor. Exhale, shins parallel to the ceiling. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Bring your head down. Keep your head in your palms, fingers interlaced, elbows wide. Extend the legs completely. Point through the base of your big toe. Take the backs of your thighs away from one another. Keep sinking the navel. Gently start to point the legs forward. If you feel your back start to pull up off the mat, stop. That's where you want to go to. You don't want to go any further. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles. Grab the backs of your thighs with your hands. Rock yourself forward any way you like, coming forward onto the hands and knees. Palms are beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Turn your toes under, tuck your tailbone up, and come into downward dog. And from here, bring your heels together, turn your toes out. Little bend in the knees as you inhale. Exhale, press to lower the heels back towards the mat. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press to lower. One more, inhale. Exhale, press to lower, keeping those heels down. Option, bring the hands closer together. They're not quite touching. Lower the elbows, heels stay down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straightening the arms, right heel stays turned in, left foot steps forward. Inhale to windmill all the way up to standing. Very nice. Reach wide with the arms. Check to see that your ankles are beneath your wrists. Deep inhale here. Exhale, reach around your back, interlace your fingers. Now we want our toes nice and wide and pointing straight forward from the heels. Take your tailbone down and lift your hip bones. Start to look up, press the knuckles down, try to open through the throat. Think of this as a pose. So we're broadening across the chest, broadening across the hips, tailbone moving down. Deep inhale here. Exhale, we're going to start to lengthen forward, hinging at the hip creases. Let your body come forward. Lift the knuckles. Soften the bend in your knees. Inhale, re-lengthen. Look at the floor as you draw your chest forward. Soft knees. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press to straighten the legs, pressing outward through the feet. Let your head drop. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward, bend the knees. Exhale, press to straighten by pressing outward through the outsides of your feet. Inhale, one more time, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, press to straighten, pressing through the outsides of your feet. Make sure the big toe side of your foot is also grounded. Try to let your head hang like a pendulum, and then bring your hands into your back. Walk your hands forward just beneath your shoulders, and then take your arms as far away from you as you can while connecting your palms to the floor. Take your legs a little bit wider without overstretching the inner thighs. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, drop your head through your upper arms and try to keep your hips in line with your heels. If you're really close to the ground and you're comfortable, you can bring your forearms down. And final exhalation, let's straighten the arms. Walk the hands back under the shoulders, heel toe your feet closer together. And we're going to stop with our heels turned in, our toes turned out. Now take a look at your legs. See that your knees are just over your heels. Bring your hands to your thighs. Use the strength of your arms gently to draw the knees away from one another. So we're feeling that through the inner thighs. Lifting your chest, bring your hands to your heart center. Now come up off your heels, pressing outward through the balls of the feet. And from here, reach your right arm up, bend the elbow, use your left arm to drop the right shoulder. And then maybe reach around the back, find the right hand with the left, draw the elbows away from one another. And switch when you're ready. Same thing, if you can't find the clasped hands, just hold your left elbow. It's totally fine to do it that way. Heels stay up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower the heels down, straighten the legs, release the arms, reaching wide. Turn your right toes towards the back of your mat, your left toes in about 45 degrees, aligning your right heel with your left. Deep inhale. Exhale, draw your right hip in and lengthen towards the back of your mat. Don't bring the hand down yet, just keep lengthening the right side. And then wherever that right hand ends up, leave it there. Try to keep your right side long, left arm reaches up. Deep breaths here. Look up if you're comfortable, triangle pose. One more exhalation. We're going to bend the right knee and rotate towards our right foot, fingertips on either side of the right foot. Now walk your left leg in so your legs are separated one leg's length. Heels are aligned. Inhale, bend the knee, right knee bends. Exhale, draw the right hip back. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, draw the right hip back. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, draw it back. One more. Now stay here, let your head bow. If you like, you can reach up and interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale to re-lengthen, knuckles reaching up. Exhale, bow your head. Maybe your head comes somewhere onto the shin or knee. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, into your back if your arms are extended. Bend your right knee. Start to look forward of your right foot. Left leg comes up. You're just on the right. Left fingertips beneath your shoulder on the floor and in line with your right foot. Point your left toes. Reach the right arm up. If you're comfortable, you can start to look up. Bend your right knee, step all the way back with the left leg, and inhale to windmill to standing. And release. Check your spacing. Make sure your ankles are beneath your wrists. Left toes pointing forward, right toes pointing in 45 degrees, aligning your heels. Deep inhale here. Exhale, draw that left hip in. Keep reaching forward with the left fingertip. Keep your left side long. Reaching, 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 and then wherever the hand comes down, should feel comfortable, reach the right arm up, and look up. As you exhale, we're going to start to bend the left knee, rotate forward towards your left foot, fingertips on either side of the left foot, step your right leg in so that your feet are separated about one leg's length, heels are aligned, hips are square to the front of the mat, draw your left hip back, inhale, bend the knee, bend the left knee, exhale, draw the left hip back, inhale, bend, exhale, draw it back, inhale, bend. Exhale, draw it back. Last one. And keep drawing that hip back. If you like, interlace your fingers behind your back the way that feels strange to you. Draw your chest forward as you inhale, knuckles drawing away from your body. Exhale, bow your head. And try to release here for 5 breaths. To the back, bend your left knee, start to walk your hands forward, right leg comes up, right fingertips under the shoulder and in line with your left toes, chest drawing forward, point the right toes, reach the left arm up. Imagine that you could look up, and from here, just step your right foot forward. Bring your hands to your shins. You're looking down. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, soften, fold forward. Now take your hands around the backs of your legs. Very gentle here, holding the backs of your shins. Bend your knees until your belly and your thighs meet one another. Inhale, lengthen, look down. Exhale, keep that chest to thigh contact. Bow forward. Down at your toes, bring your fingertips forward. Now turn your toes out, heels are connected, bend your knees. Turn the knees out and walk your arms forward. Keep the energy of your sit bones moving back. And from here, come to a seated, cross-legged position at the top of your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, we're just going to roll the shoulders out a few times. Hold the knees with your hands. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And we'll extend the legs. Draw the skin out from under your sit bones. Reach forward. And for a count of 10, we're going to roll towards the mat. Keep the belly drawn in for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. If you need to roll out, just roll out. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come all the way down. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a breath here. And then bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Hip distance apart. You can reach to tickle your heels with your fingertips. Sometimes that'll give you the appropriate spacing. Basically, when you come up into bridge, you want to try to keep your knees behind your heels or in line with them, not forward of the ankles. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, lift your hips. Keep moving your knees away from your chest. Interlace your fingers and walk your shoulder blades towards one another. Lifting the hips high, we're going to try to pick up the pubic bone so we feel a stretch through the hip flexors. And then try to release your glutes. It'll feel literally like your glutes are falling off the body. And staying here, if you're comfortable here, stay here for another 5 breaths. If you'd like to move on and you're comfortable moving into full wheel pose, make sure that you're doing this with a professional first. You don't want to try this on your own at home. Come up onto the crown of your head. Your palms are beneath your shoulders and fingertips pointing back towards the feet. Now lift your hips high. Press down into the outside, the base of your palms. Come on down, nice and controlled. Everyone lowers out, lower back meets the mat, and then knees come together. Open your arms wide. Heels are wider than your knees. Knees are resting on one another. And from here, separate the knees. Knees in line with hips, heels in line with knees. Hands beside you on your mat. Pick your legs up. And now start to reach your heels back. You're looking at your kneecaps. So don't worry if your toes don't touch the floor. Look at your kneecaps. Flex your toes back towards you. And keep pressing the heels away from you. If you're comfortable and you want to interlace your fingers from here, go ahead. Imagine that your chest is still broad and there's space in the throat for deep breathing. From here, we're going to come into our shoulder stand, fingertips pointing straight up, palms resting on your lower back. Start to lift your legs. You don't want to come onto the neck. The neck is not on the floor, you're on the tops of your shoulders. Now press out through the base of your big toe. Your big toe knuckles are touching. It feels almost like you're reaching for the ceiling with your feet, with your toes. Now lengthen the front of your body upward. Five more breaths for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from here, start to bend your knees towards your forehead. If your knees comfortably rest on your forehead, take a breath here, maybe interlacing the fingers again. And from here, if you know it's time for you to come out and just lay on your mat. We're getting ready for Shavasana. If you want to try to drop your knees toward your ears, go ahead. And wherever you are, bring your knees back to your forehead. Plant your palms securely on the floor, and then slowly start to articulate each vertebrae onto the floor, using your core and the strength of your arms to lower the hips down. When you get towards the lower back, it'll get more challenging. And then as an option, extend your legs. Otherwise, just bring the soles of your feet to the floor at this point, and you can continue to challenge the core by extending the legs until you feel like you need to either bend the knees or the heels come to the mat. And from here, before we move completely into Shavasana, just bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees drop open. Reach your arms open nice and wide into a V shape, so you're reaching up and back. Deep inhalations, feeling like the torso is lifting away from the floor, but the limbs, the arms and legs, are staying securely fastened to the floor. And drawing your knees together. Let your legs passively drop to the right, your arms moving to shoulder height. Look towards the left. If you're comfortable, you can hold your left big toe with your right hand. Your left shoulder should stay down, so if it's not down, pick up the left arm, reach towards the left. See if you can encourage that shoulder to drop down. We should all be getting a nice stretch in the outside, the outer left side of our left hip. And go ahead, bend the left knee if the leg is extended. Inhale, rolling onto your back, feet are on the mat, arms are still wide at shoulder height. Inhaling. Exhale, let your knees drop to the left. Look to the right. You're welcome to stay here. If you want to challenge yourself or it feels good to you, you can hold your right big toe with your left hand. Just starts to open the hip up a bit more. And same rules here on the right side. If you feel like your shoulder is not grounded, pick up the right arm, reach towards the right, bring the arm back down. And we'll release the leg now. If the leg is extended, inhale onto your back. Exhale, here we are on our backs, arms are wide, and then extend your legs completely. Take your heels slightly wider than your hips. Let your big toes fall off to the sides of your mat. And then position your arms so that you feel like your shoulder blades are tucked up inside the body and that you're broad across the collarbones. So that's going to be in different spaces for each of us. If your arms are not comfortable closer in towards the body, take some space, reach your arms a little bit wider, and then just tip your chin from side to side a few times. Let your body relax. Feeling the weight of your shoulders and hips. On each exhalation, imagining that you could sink deeper into your yoga mat. Soften your jaw and the skin around your eyes and on your forehead. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, breathing deeper